Yo, what is up, guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We are back again, everybody. We're back with another fragrance review right here, guys, on my one day off. And today I will be talking about a fragrance that comes from the house of Ex Nihilo. Yes, Ex Nihilo, the makers of Blue Talisman, which I recently reviewed, and I thought that that was an impressive fragrance, guys. So with that being said, I got curious with the other fragrances from this house, so I got a few lined up, guys. I mean, Hedonist is definitely next, but this one in particular got me curious because this seemed like a gent scent that is really racing inspired, okay? And I'll talk about that in a minute, so I'm pretty excited. Let's get it. Now, before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys, okay? Liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to this channel, especially that we are headed towards 22,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure we're less than 100 now. So it's pretty much a certainty, guys. So thank you for all your support, guys. Hopefully we go to 22K and beyond. I appreciate all the support. And the fragrance that we'll be talking about today is none other than Ex Nihilo Speed Legends. Yes, Ex Nihilo Speed Legends. Now, Ex Nihilo, as we know, I think I've been ignoring it for quite a while now, but I do know that Ex Nihilo is a house that has captured the hearts and minds and noses of a lot of people in the community. And again, Blue Talisman kind of like ignited my curiosity right there. Now, this fragrance right here, the concept of this is apparently a tribute to the 24 hours of Le Mans. And if you know Le Mans, this is that crazy 24-hour race using hypercars and supercars where I think you get 3 drivers per team and they try to drive nonstop for 24 hours, all right? And it's a pretty big deal. I mean, I'm pretty sure right now maybe F1 has surpassed Le Mans in terms of popularity because, I mean, who's going to sit there and watch this for 24 hours? But back in the day, I mean, I believe Le Mans is like 100 years old by now, but it is like a very, very legendary race. If you're into cars or racing, you probably know about this. Now, this reminded me also of a Penhaligon's fragrance that I did review called Sports Car Club. And I felt like there's some similarities there between the concepts, guys. And they're all, if you look at the notes of both fragrances, they both appear as masculine gent scents. And this one in particular, you just look at the notes and you're thinking, oh, look at this. No special effects. Looks like a real nice, like masculine usable gent scent with notes that we already know. But here's the thing, and there's a reason why I'm down to just a little bit of this sample, is that actually the juice, the way that the fragrance was executed when it came out, was actually quite different from what I thought. And I thought that this is really noteworthy to talk about in this review. So let's talk about the actual juice, what this actually smells like. Let's go at it. Let's spray this thing right now. Let's finish this. Okay, guys, now let's talk about this fragrance right here, Ex Nihilo Speed Legends, guys. Starting with the opening. And in this opening, like I said, if you look at the notes on paper, it looks like your standard gent scent, citrus aromatic, no special effects type of fragrance, guys. But actually, to me, there are some notable developments here that I think I should discuss with y'all. Now, right here in the opening, you are going to get your typical citrus, though. You are going to get your crisp bergamot. You're going to get some mandarin. You're going to get the early appearance of fruity blackcurrant, as well as clary sage. All right, so these are kind of like the intro notes to this fragrance. Again, the intro is kind of like your typical citrus aromatic. Now, let's talk about mandarin right here. The mandarin orange note to me usually signals a curve into the fragrance, okay? Usually, if you want something sparkly and bright, you'll add Sicilian lemon or something to that crisp bergamot. But instead, they chose mandarin because eventually you are going to get a bridge from mandarin to something like a curve into this fragrance. And that's exactly what this does. And so you are going to get a slight shimmer of citruses, okay? And it doesn't quite last that long. And I'm talking about 15 to 20 minutes max of that citrus, guys. All right, so that's what I want to say, because for some citrus aromatics, actually, it lasts up to like an hour, maybe even 2 hours of nice sparkling citrus. But that is not the goal here, at least the overall feel of the fragrance. You only get a slight shimmer of citrus and fruitiness in this opening right here. So what exactly happens after 20 minutes? Okay, the most prominent note in this entire fragrance, I would say, is the sage. And the sage starts as early as the first spray, but then intensifies a lot, basically enveloping everything here, enveloping even the citruses, guys, all right? And it is aided by pink pepper, which is a spice, you know? So again, you get the citruses, a shimmer of citruses for only 20 minutes, and then boom, the mandarin signals going into more spicier territory with the pink pepper, and then a nice envelope of sage, all right? So that is what happens almost after like 30 minutes. You know, again, you're going to get some citruses, but you really will feel it kind of die out and trickle out as that sage, that envelope of sage and pink pepper spice takes over. Now, on top of that sage, and I'm talking about like really thick sage, all right? Thick aromatic sage, as if you saged the room, enveloping, really taking over the citruses and the fruits, guys, with that pink peppercorn. It's kind of like that spicy little zing right there. You are also going to get a lot of vetiver. Yes, vetiver is the second most powerful note in this fragrance right here, Speed Legends, and it does fuse in with that sage, all right? It basically lends the smokiness, it lends the green right here, like pretty much after 30 minutes into this fragrance, and it is a powerful combination right here. And so that changed my perception of this fragrance. I thought that it was going to be a light and airy citrus aromatic fragrance with the citruses and the blackcurrant really blasting longer or sparkling longer than the aromatics. I did not expect that the sage would actually take over this fragrance with the pink peppercorn and then fuse in with a very smoky and green vetiver, thus creating this real dense, real masculine type of fragrance. And to me, my first impression was, oh man, this is like a presence type of fragrance, you know? And it's also more of like a middle-aged man to mature type fragrance, all right? And that's just because, like I said, they took out the nice citruses within 20 minutes, even less actually, guys. And you are left with smoky, green, aromatic sage vetiver with a draw-in spice of pink pepper. So it's really, really masculine, guys, all right? Now, let me tell you, this is not, to me, it's not mass appealing, but it's more for the wearer. This put me in a very macho, masculine, alpha dog type of mood. And, you know, I feel like this is a fragrance that, you know, a leader who basically doesn't talk much, I feel like this is a fragrance for that type of person. Somebody that walks into the room and maybe scent-wise or presence-wise or looks-wise, he already maybe intimidates the room or asserts that he's the leader. I feel like this is that kind of fragrance for that kind of guy. And so I really feel like this is more of like a middle-aged man to like mature type of guy. And I'm not outing the younger guys. I'm just saying that if you are a younger guy, I feel like more citrus would have helped. If there were more citruses in this fragrance to really give you like maybe an hour leeway of citruses before everything gets like swallowed up by the sage and vetiver, then maybe it's a little bit more for the youngins too. But no, this one right here, like I said, middle-aged man to mature, leader type, CEO type, manager type. I mean, somebody that's a leader of something. I feel like this is a very strong presence type of perfume for the wearer. Okay, so now let's talk about initial sillage and projection of this fragrance. This fragrance, I believe, is a strong, consistent, lingering scent. Okay, people around you will smell you, but it does also have draw-in properties thanks to the pink peppercorn as well as that vetiver and sage smoky draw-in formula. But make no mistake, guys, like I said, this is for the wearer because you really can smell it consistently. And there is a long coverage of this mid, guys. This mid where you have this strong sage and vetiver combination that basically dissipates all fruitiness and citruses in less than half an hour. This combo actually lasts up to 7 hours wearing this fragrance. It is a very long coverage. So again, masculine wise, like a masculine gent scent, presence, leader type fragrance, I mean, definitely this mid will last a while on you. Now again, if you are a fan though of the citruses, you might not like the fact that the citruses were short-lived in this fragrance. But again, if you wear this over and over and you get the point of this fragrance being kind of like a tree trunk type of guy fragrance, kind of just like a man's man type of fragrance, I think you will appreciate the longer coverage of the sage and vetiver in this fragrance right here. Now, interestingly, past 7 hours, you get this nice amber woods dry down that did remind me of Bulgari Ambero. Now, at this point, though, I would say that the sillage of this is more of like a lingering draw-in, kind of like a weaker lingering draw-in past the 7 hour mark. And again, it feels like it's something to be enjoyed by the wearer. But here in this dry down, you get nice amber woods and tonka bean, and basically it smells like honeyed amber, kind of like your nice sparkling amber. It's actually not smoky anymore, and it's more like a gracious, graceful and sensual type of dry down, more mass appealing, I would say, towards the end of this fragrance. But again, that's 7 hours out of it. Now, this amber woods, again, reminded me of Ambero. It's a pretty balanced amber woods. There's some burnt woods smell here as well from the tonka bean, but it's mostly sweet and honeyed with some woodsiness, guys, all right? It is a really nice dry down because, like I said, for me, Ambero, it was like this dry down, but the whole fragrance. But here, it's only one part of the entire puzzle, which is really, really nice. So again, dry down here is a nice, sensual, sweet amber woods tonka bean dry down. Okay, now let's talk about total performance of this fragrance. This fragrance actually lasted 12 hours plus. And that amber dry down, although it is not thick and prominent, you could actually still smell it around you past the 12-hour mark. But again, the important part here is to understand that real macho, masculine vetiver sage combo with the pink pepper that really comes in early and lasts a long time. And with that being said, this is going to be a very usable perfume for those who want to use perfumes for their own personal aura. That is how I feel. It's not for compliments because it's smoky, it's green, it's sage, okay? It's not necessarily really compliment pulling, but it is for creating a personal aura. Again, if you are a leader or you want to assert dominance or you want to assert leadership in a room, I feel like this is a nice scent to do so. The only thing that was missing here, I feel, is like musk. Musk and woods would have been a nice compliment here, but instead of that, they gave us a nice, mainstream type ending here with the amber woods. But like I said, that's not really why you'd buy it. You'd buy it because of this masculine, vintage feel perfume. And the thing is, it is not a modern smelling perfume. It's more of like a traditional type of perfume. Maybe this is why they sold it in the UK for the gents that like more traditional formulas rather than modern formulas. So if you're looking for something modern, maybe you should go to like Blue Talisman, try something like that, because you're not going to get it here. Also, to me, this is an upscale grabber. All right. This is not a common grabber. As simple as the formula is, the execution is very upscale. All right. This is for more classy events, I would say, that you can wear this fragrance. And because of the type of smokiness that's with the sage vetiver combo and the pink pepper, again, this one curves almost immediately. I feel like this is a fragrance that you can use for spring or fall, any of the cooler weather types of environments, guys. This is more of a cooler weather type of perfume or AC environments type. Upscale grabber, again, to me, middle-aged man, maybe 30s and up. Okay, 30s and up, even mature would actually enjoy this. And again, it's mostly for the wearer. So it really feels like a vintagey type of perfume, I'd say. Something like a blast from the past. It seems like a simplistic formula, which I feel like if you are kind of like a minimalist in perfume collecting, you might enjoy this. But if you're into all these new formulas nowadays, I'm not sure this will be something that, you know, you'll be into, guys. All right. And with that being said, this is a must try. All right. Try this first. I got the sample for $8 or less at Zigo Perfumery right here. Look at the box. I got a bunch of samples, by the way. I got it for $8. So it's really a cheap way of trying these fragrances, guys. I say try it because I think usage-wise, you might find room in your collection for a very nice masculine traditional gent scent with the smokiness and the presence. I mean, it might be part of your collection depending on where you are. And price-wise, this fragrance right here is at the $245 mark for a 50 ml and 300 plus for the 100 ml. I mean, if you find it usable, I feel like this could be a full bottle type of scent. I think discounters, you can get it at like the lower 200s for the 50 ml. But again, try this first, okay? Nothing's really safe for a blind buy. And unless you are really set on trying on some real masculine green gent scents, then why not try this? But again, just remember that you're not gonna get the citrusy, nice, sparkling intro that is in a lot of those other gent scents, guys. All right, and that is it. That is my no hype review on Ex Nihilo Speed Legends. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think of this fragrance, guys. If you've tried it, I mean, was this supposed to even be a UK exclusive? I don't think so. This should have just been sold everywhere. And I believe there is a midnight edition of this. They even made a flanker of this. So let me know in the comments below if you want me to review the flanker as well. But this one, real nice usable gent scent, guys. I think I should review a lot more gent scents, don't you think, guys? Comment below, what is your favorite gent scent? And if I haven't reviewed it, I'll look into it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Again, please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next video. God bless, take care, peace.